One of the first things we have to understand is knowing what we want when we want to be successful in life. And a lot of people have to define different levels of what success is for you. What my success journal is, and I always talk about having a yellow legal pad, which I think is something very important, to write down all your thoughts. Every day, I'm writing. I'm writing down the things that I want for me, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. But I don't know what it is what you want. But at the end of the day, I think our goals are very similar. And number one is happiness. Now, when you look at successful people, because the only way we're going to find true success is by studying successful people, is what makes them successful. And it's their attraction. You could be in a restaurant, a couple hundred people could be around you, and a man or woman walks in, and there's an energy about them. There's something you realize that is just different. Have you ever walked up to someone and just introduced yourself and asked them what's their story? Now, I get it. Some things aren't always as they perceive. You know, someone could be wearing nice clothes and everything's a show, but the odds are it's not. You know, to get to a certain level, the people had to achieve. But how do we get to that point? If we're struggling in life where we are right now, if we keep doing the same thing day in and day out that we're doing right now, what's the result going to be this time next year? You're listening to this or watching this video at this moment. If you were to take a self-evaluation and say, am I happy? Am I healthy? Am I financially secure? Are my relationships awesome? Are my friendships awesome? And you can write down all these categories. Am I spiritually connected? Am I grounded? Do I live a life without fear? If you could check off all these boxes, then you just need to build on from there. How do I simplify? How do I do these things better? But if we're struggling in a lot of these different areas, we have to have a serious gut check and say, what can I do better? And we can break those things down together. I appreciate a lot of you with sharing ideas and thoughts and things you want help with. And we started talking with people and kind of coaching them through these processes to help them find more happiness and abundance in their life. But the one biggest thing that I find is missing, you know, people talk about the law of attraction. And we can talk about sitting and meditating. We did our 49 breaths podcast audio, and people are listening to it. And they find it so hard to sit in the silence, to listen to themselves, to listen to that voice that we talk about. But they also want to live this law of attraction. They watch movies on it, read books about it, and they try to visualize and bring things to themselves. But the one biggest thing that I think is a starting point is, are you attracted to yourself? Are you attracted to you? Do you enjoy being around you? Do you enjoy the party you're in with you? Do you look in the mirror and say, man, I love you. You freaking rock. Well, the flip side of that is, are you not happy with you? Do you not know you? Are you not attracted to you? And hey, listen, this could be a down moment. We could turn this into depression and anxiety and just poor me. But don't go there. Just be honest. There were days where I just didn't like me. And I had to evaluate and say why. And I had to understand why I reacted to situations in a certain way that did not make me attractive. Not only to other people, but not attractive to me. And at the end of the day, what is most important? Is it what others are thinking about us, or how I really feel about myself? So are you attracted to you? And if we sit down and take the exercise and get real and honest with self. No one else needs to know this. Now, I would urge you to find a mentor or someone that you trust and someone who's in a place where you want to be that you could share this with in complete privacy. And we don't want this people to sell you on an idea or make you feel good about yourself, but to challenge you. Challenge you on you. So that you can wake up one day and you will absolutely adore yourself. Love yourself. Be attracted to you. And when you get into that place and you set that foundation, it's a funny thing. We always talk about getting the atlas clear. People want health and they're constantly searching for health and the newest fad, the newest eating way, the newest thing, instead of finding that thing that works for you. We're all different, but we're all the same. We all have a nervous system, brain stem. We all have an atlas. That's the number one step to health, is to keep that clear and let the body internally be connected and powerful. What follows that is the next choices we have to make. What we're eating, how we're moving, how we're thinking, what we're believing in, what we're feeding the vessel spiritually, emotionally, physically. And when you start living clear, you become attractive. When your nervous system's clear, it opens the avenue and the pathways for everything else to flow. More clarity. There's less static in the mind, body, spirit. And when we have that, we can really take a self-evaluation and become more attractive to self. And when we become comfortable in our own skin and we get more connected to the me, to that thing, the world becomes a lot more attractive to us and we become more attractive to others. And when we create that resonance of energy at a higher level, we attract a lot more abundance in life. So today I urge you to take that gut check and ask yourself a serious question. Am I attractive to me? In those areas that we don't feel attractive, what could we do better? And sometimes that's just finding that person ahead of you that's there and saying, hey, I want some of that. How can I do it? And get a close circle of friends that you truly care about and trust and include them in on this journey. Share the exercise with each other. Maybe it's a matter of turning around and finding a mentor or a coach. And that may cost you some ching, man, because you know what? When you invest in yourself, you'll take massive action. Talk is cheap. Rah-rah is cheap. You want to take massive action today. So when you wake up 6 months from now, you're blossoming into a brand new you. Because you are attractive. You are beautiful. And you are absolutely amazing. Wake up and be it.